Hello, this is Mark. When I work at one of the Apple retail store, when someone came into the stores and probably that customer asked me one question, Mark, I seems concerned about whether to get the Mac Mini or the iMac. Um, I don't think the Mac Mini will be adequate for my current task. Should I be waiting till I get enough money and then I go for the iMac? My answer was absolutely. If you can't buy anything good, don't buy anything. Uh, if you've been keeping up with my clips, you may have heard my speech sometimes that I said in my clips that the Mac Mini is not a desktop computer, it's a laptop computer. Okay? The architecture of the motherboard is the MacBook Pro motherboard. It's not desktop motherboard. So let me give you some brief comparison between iMac and Mac Mini. The Mac Mini uses Intel Core 2 Duo processor running at the speed of 2.4 GHz, whereas the iMac uses Intel Core i3 processor running at the speed of 3.06 GHz. With Turbo Boost technology that will allow you to temporarily overclock the speed of the processor, and also another technology called hyper-threading technology that allows you to create something called fake core. So you got better performance in terms of the processor. Secondly, the hard drive of the Mac Mini is not a hard drive for desktop. It's a laptop hard drive. Apple been trying to conceal about this secret. Mac Mini uses 2.5-inch hard drive. Okay, it's a very small hard drive. You can get only 500 gigabytes of storage from these types of hard drive, whereas the iMac uses 3.5-inch hard drive, can goes up to 2 terabytes for storage. So the hard drive for the iMac is bigger and faster. The Mac Mini comes with only 320 gigs of hard drive, but the least expensive iMac comes with 500 gigs of hard drive. In terms of the RAM, Mac Mini uses DDR3 RAMs, but the bus speed is slower than the iMac. The bus speed of the RAM for the Mac Mini is 1066, whereas the iMac comes with 1333 bus speeds of RAM, so the iMac's RAM is better and faster. The Mac Mini allows you to increase the RAMs up to only 8 gigabytes, but the iMac has 4 slots. That means you can increase the RAM of the iMac up to 16 gigabytes. If you go for the least expensive Mac Mini, you got the graphic cards that comes on the motherboard. Okay, so it shares the main memories of the machine. But if you go for the iMac, you got this thing graphic card called ATI Radeon HD 4670. So it's 3 times faster than the Mac Mini one, because the Mac Mini uses only the onboard NVIDIA GeForce G320M. So that's why it's much slower. And the optical drive of the iMac is much faster than the Mac Mini and more stable. If you watch video using Mac Mini, you might have to experience when the CD got stuck. Okay? When watching that over a long period of times and the CD drive might generate high temperatures to the motherboard. The CD will get stuck. You can't watch it. I've been watching this like CD and DVD and Mac Mini over a long period of time. I have tested this with my Mac Mini at the store. But if you watch videos or watch DVD on your iMac, this problem will not occur. Okay? So I would suggest the Mac Mini has been, lots of people may ask me now, Mark, what the hell are you doing here? So what's the point? Why did Apple make Mac Mini? Mac Mini has been created to serve the small business entrepreneur. If you start businesses and then, for instance, you have 10 PC and you want to change the whole system to Mac, and you have to cover your budget. You have to spend as less as possible on your computers. That's why you have to go for the Mac Mini, because Mac Mini allow you to reuse your old computer monitors, your old computer keyboards, your old computers, mouse and everything. Okay, but as a regular end user, I extremely would not suggest to go for the Mac Mini, because the Mac Mini is a laptop without a screen. Okay, I would prefer to suggest you should go for the iMac. I think it's a great value. Okay, I have lots of friends that we met on YouTube, and you know, a number of them are college students. Sometimes they send me letter to my email address, and then they ask me about my buying advice. Okay, so for me personally, I would suggest to all of you as college students, if you don't have enough money now to go for the iMac, I would suggest you should wait a bit longer. Okay, don't be in a rush. Okay, if you can't buy anything good, don't buy anything. The only advantage of getting Mac Mini over the iMac might be the HDMI port, but who cares about that? Because if you go for the iMac, you got the mini display port that allows you to hook up to HDMI through the mini display to HDMI adapter, which is very cheap, and also the SD card slot. The Mac Mini SD card slot only support SD, just regular SD card, but the SD card slot of the iMac also support XD XC card slot. So SD XC card contains higher capacity, up to 2 TB per one card.